Hello and welcome to this Power BI tutorial. We are continuing our tutorial series and today we are going to discuss a couple more functions and one of them is today and we are also going to discuss UTC today. So now let's create a measure. So I'm going to call it today and so use today and let me create it and then I'll tell you what is the difference between today and now and today and UTC today. So today UTC and UTC and UTC today. UTC today is the function. Okay, so UTC today is basically going to give us the GMT time and which is going to be a bit different for your local time zone, but because it only gives us a date, uh, we will not be able to differentiate unless the date have changed. So now in my case it's only 5:30 difference, so both the dates are same, but if I look at UTC and UTC now, I will be able to see the difference. So I have this UTC and UTC now difference at my end, so which is there, fine. So now this is today and UTC today, and in UTC today you can actually uh, play around with the time zone and check it out. But is today only useful like this, displaying the current date? One of the way is to get the current date, and there are more uses around it. So like let's say if I'm creating a date table and I want to stop it on today, so how do I do it? So let's try to create a new table and see. So what I'm going to do is I want to create a date table, and actually I am going to create it using the calendar, and I can say date, and I may start with a static date like say 0101, but I would like to end it at today. And the benefit of ending it today is that when I use time dimension specifically, like function like dates YTD and dates QTD, where I pass the time dimension date and I want it to stop or take the date of today's at the end date, I don't need to mention it because especially like MTD functions or QTD function, dates function, they take end date, and I can actually, if I'm stopping my calendar, they will take that date even if there is no slicer on my page for that. So if you look at this, I entered it, and then if I saw descend on this one, you can see the date. And if tomorrow if I come to the same page, I will be able to see that my calendar has a date till today, means it would be 10th. Now there are a few more things, like if I want to take a difference of dates from today, so let's say from this date to today, what is the number of date difference? I can have a measure also, I can have a column. In case of measure, we need to take a max of the date from here, we can't use without aggregation. So let's say I want to say take a diff, so I can say date diff. In the date diff, I can say date which is coming from my table, and I can say today, and in terms of days, years and month, I would like to take in terms of day. Okay, so now from, and today is not going to be the today measure, we are going to take today as a function. Today function we are taking now the today measure. Okay, and you can see it's 0 1, and in the past when we are going, it's increasing. If I need today to today as 1, then you can add 1. That this thing, one thing which you have to take care, like whether you want 1 or 0, based on depending on that you can add 1. So this is one more uses where from today you can find out a difference. Now this is static difference. If you want to measure, then what we can do is we can create the same in term of a measure. We can go here and say, now to have a diff in the measure, you need to remember that the context is very important, but right now we are just going to create a date diff and see it. So we can say max of date, and then we will take today. Today is static, so it's not going to ask us to take any function on that date, and then we have done something wrong, we have not closed the max, so let's close the max. So we got this, and now let's put a table out here and quickly see this difference between these two. And so let's put across a table. I'm going to take a table, and I'm going to take a date, and I'm going to take diff. Now it has come to a different table, we can actually go ahead and correct that, that's not a problem. And we can, let's okay, so today's date is 0, and we can add 1. And now if it is in different table, basically it's a measure, so you can actually move it to correct table, there's no challenge in that. Okay, so play around with this and let us know what else you want us to cover. You watch our videos where we have shown you how to default on today, and we create a column in the date table using today function only. Pretty useful in that case. So try this out. Subscribe to our channel. Press the bell icon so that you can get notification for the new video. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.